before we get into the discussion, I just want to say it's been 4 years we've been known each other. I came to know you significantly more than a banker through your ability to do a lot of community related stuff. And also, most importantly, something that is very that's a personal passion of mine, that is running. So this particular chat or podcast is centered around your upcoming running endeavor that I'm pretty sure you want to talk about and introduce that to the viewers today. So tell me, in your mind, what's that spark in you that led us both here today to talk?
Yeah, no, I appreciate the question, Dinakra, and thank you for having me on your show. I've been running for the last 4 years now. It became a new passion of mine, but the existing passion was community support, the charity work that I'm associated with, the charity work that I like to do. At some point, I decided to combine these two together. Why not I do my personal passion that serves the greater good, that serves people that I care about, that serves the community that I'm close to, that offers help to the charities that I am really impressed with their work, and it helps the needy population. I realized that that's the best way to enhance my own new personal passion. Thus, I decided to do some crazy run that will grab people's attention, and also it would push me to my own limit. So I decided to run the Mount Everest marathon that takes place on the 29th of May every year. It is one of the hardest and toughest marathons in the world because of the elevation, because it starts at 18,500 feet elevation level. It is the highest elevated elevation, the marathon that takes place in the highest elevation. So it's a very challenging race. Thus, I have a very challenging fundraising goal to support. I have picked 6 different charities for this.
It's amazing that you combined your personal charity cause with your running endeavor, and they both are challenging by all means. Even a seasoned marathoner can do what you're getting ready to do in Himalayas. That's quite impressive. Now combine that. Your fundraising goal of approximately $100,000 is also very ambitious, and for a cause that's really important, to help the community at large. So before we jump into the charitable cause, tell me a little bit about this marathon. I'm pretty sure it is not just landing into Nepal and getting to Himalayas via helicopter and just run 26 miles, come back, right? There's a lot more to it. Can you describe a little bit more about what this marathon is all about?
Yes, absolutely. As I mentioned a little earlier, to get there, it will take us somewhere at least from 7 to 8 days, if you are fast enough and careful enough to get there. So you hike up 8 days, and then you basically run from there. The hike itself, the trek to the base camp itself, it's considered one of the challenging trek in the world. On top of that, once you get there, now instead of coming home, you start running 26.2 miles, 42 kilometers. That's a next level of challenge. That's why not many people do this every year. So there's a reason for it, because of the altitude sickness, the level of difficulties to get there, even you get there to be able to finish. And the terrain itself is very technical, very hard, very rocky. So it's not, it's a lot of ups and downs because it's in the Himalayas, a lot of mountains. So it's a challenging terrain, to say the least.
I'll get into the aspect of how you are preparing for this marathon in just a bit. So I have a question, right? Have you decided I am going to run this marathon, okay, because I'm running this marathon, I'm going to convert this into a charitable cause? From the get-go, you kind of brought this together. How did you go about associating your fundraising for these charities to the marathon itself?
I mean, I've been doing charity work since I was 16.
Right.
So it's always part of me, through different groups and organizations, different activities, but never used a run. As I mentioned, I started running the last 3-4 years, became a new passion, and I decided to kind of mix these two together and to start more of an inaugural, my first race for charity work. I wanted to make it something significant, something big, something meaningful, something that is not taken lightly.
Right.
So that's why I decided to do this particular race as my first, my two passion mix work.
I always tell my kids that, it's not how much you make, it's really how much impact you made on the society, on the community at large. End of the day, if we don't lend a hand to each other, then the purpose of life is, I can't even say it's half complete. I probably would put it as it's incomplete. So from that standpoint, what you are doing is quite noble. I applaud you for doing this. This is just quite amazing. The funds you are raising, they're going to change lives. So tell me about the people, how their lives are going to be impacted by this fundraising, and what is the hope for them?
Yes. So among the six charities, and I'll share a few name here. So one is called the Irving Healthcare Foundation. The other one is called Himalayan Health Clinic. So the both organization, they run charity healthcare clinic in different parts of DFW, Dallas Metroplex, one in Irving and one in Euless. And what they provide is they provide healthcare for uninsured or underinsured population of our communities. And anything that I possibly could do, my money that I would be raising and donating, is
Right.
going to be used to purchase equipment for the facility, to buy supplies. And that is the best use of anybody's donation, in my opinion, to save someone's life.
Right.
There's no other greater things than a life itself. So that's to feel this way, and I feel very blessed to be able to do this. The second one is they call it HDNP International. They do serve the homeless community in Dallas and Fort Worth Metroplex. So these people have no place to stay. They are on the street. They sleep. They eat. Their families on the street. So the donation that I'm able to raise and donate to this organization, it would be able to help a few people. I mean, of course, I cannot solve the homelessness problem in our communities, but at least one person would have a warm meal for a night or a couple of days, or perhaps one person might have a blanket or somewhere nice to stay. So all of these things. And the third organization that I have picked is the North Texas Food Bank. And as we all know, that organization helps a lot of families to ensure that they don't go to bed hungry. So depends on the dollar amount, how much that we'll be able to contribute to them. It would impact, I'm assuming, at least hundreds of families with the donation. So I'm very blessed and very fortunate to be able to do this for these different aspect of the charity work.
The thing that I really like about is, just like me, I guess you're an immigrant to US at some point in the past decade or 2 decades ago. So your cause is going to help nonprofits that are supporting, and also not just that, you're also helping and supporting the local nonprofits that is supporting community at large. Is that a true statement?
Yes, because the people that are getting help from my work, it is irrespective of their nationality, their religion, their community, their caste, their group, is for everyone that needs help.
That's very important. And end of the day, I strongly believe in the aspect that you always have to make sure you support where you came from, and you always have to impact where you're living. Combined, I think there is a greater good that can be done.
Absolutely.
So tell me, why would anyone should jump into this and support this cause? Why is this so special?
Variety of reasons. Number one, no one is happy by taking. You are happy when you give. So if the life ultimate goal, I don't care whether you're Bill Gates or Baljoshi, the life ultimate goal is to be happy, period. Doesn't matter how much money you have, how many properties you have, or you don't, it doesn't matter. So if an act of kindness, a small act of kindness, allows you to be happy and spread that joy in your life, why wouldn't you do it? And I am your medium for it. I am willing to pour my blood and sweat, and then put my own life at risk to take this challenge, where you could help, you could be part of this journey. Now, by helping this cause, you're not just helping one person, you are helping the mission. Imagine there are millions of runners around the world. If one runner picks one charity, small amount. It doesn't need to be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Mine is a little slightly ambitious because it's first, and I have a lot of relationship with a lot of different people. So therefore, I thought I would be able to do it, but you don't have to. So this is an inspiration to other people as well. So supporting this cause means supporting the journey that I'm about to take on, and also it allows you to be happy, allows you to be spread some joy in your own life.
That's really extraordinary. You know, the one word throughout the last 10, 15 minutes of the conversation that reverberated is help, the word help. So, like, because it's right time now, I want to introduce a little bit about how help is translating to how Bal and I are connected beyond our commercial relationship or a personal friendship in this. So help in Telugu means Saayam. Saayam is also a word in Sanskrit, again, that directly translates to help. So the platform that I have built as my life's purpose now is Saayam. It means what the word conveys. It does what the meaning conveys. Bal's marathon fundraiser is one of the first few fundraisers we ran on the platform in the last 12 months of beta testing we're doing with this platform. Now, why is the platform created, and what Bal is going to do with the platform? And we're going to talk a little bit about that in the next few questions. But Saayam was created primarily to connect people, that wants to help each other, connect people that wants to help and doesn't know how to do it. Because you go on any website today, it doesn't matter if it is a Red Cross or UNICEF or whatever, they ask you to donate, donate, donate. No one says on those websites, hey, do you want help? Tell me, what help do you need? So there are billions of people out there that are under poverty line, and a fraction of them today are getting direct support from the charities, and charities are doing a commendable job across the globe, at least to reach out to those charities. So this platform that we created, the primary purpose is to make it easy for people that needs help in all walks of life, not just education, hunger, old age, disease, rehabilitation, anything you can think of. You bring those together and make sure a peer-to-peer help, a community help can reach out to them, without going through bureaucracy of several of these systems and processes we have in place. Now, how do we make it happen? The first thing we do is we make sure every request for help that's put into Saayam is vetted to the best it could. We're using different technologies all the way from volunteers to artificial intelligence to vet that out, and then connect their request for help, the type of request, with the charities that are in the system, with the funds that are created in the system, and make it easy for them to immediately support. So, people like Bal that are doing some, extraordinary things like running a marathon in Himalayas, their causes attract a lot of kind-hearted people that wants to donate, and I'm glad that Bal decided to run his fundraiser via Saayam, and that helps get more attraction towards Saayam. So, with that said, one of the things that Bal and I have chatted is how we can make help go viral, make Saayam go viral. So, I want to hear from him on how running or his fellow marathoners can support Saayam, can become ambassadors to Saayam, and how does it help this platform become larger than what's expected to be and do what it's supposed to do. So, Bal, in your words, tell me, what do you think about what I just talked in the last 2 minutes, and how you want to go support Saayam as a platform?
So what you have created, it's a game changer for the people that who are needing help and people that who are willing to help. In my situation, who are more of the medium to get in between, the donors and the receivers. We are the mediators. We are the medium to convey that message from both parties. So, and then having this platform at free of cost to people, it's the most wonderful thing that anyone could have created in today's society, because it's not about you. It's about someone that who is needing help, someone that who is willing to help, and also someone that who is willing to bring these two parties together. That's a Saayam. So allowing me to be part of this this new platform, I am very thankful, very grateful for your support. So what I have noticed as I was creating, it takes literally 1 or 2 minutes to create the fundraiser. Same goes with to create the need. It's very simple, easy to use, very non-tech required. Yeah, as long as you know how to use certain things about computer, you are absolutely could get it done. When I say computer, I meant mobile. You can do on your phone as well. So it's very easy. Now, what I'm requesting and what I'm reaching out to all the people out there, not just the runners. I know you mentioned runners, but anyone that willing to be the medium. I'm not asking money for myself. Let me help somebody else. Now, if you are crazy enough, then do something crazy. Run a marathon, run or swim, climb, whatever activities that is close to you, that you are passionate by. Pick any activities. Use that to raise funds. Now, if you don't want to do all of that, that's fine. Just create a platform, create a fundraiser, and pick a charity. Pick a good charity that is close to you, and just reach out to your network and collect and raise money. And people, trust me, people are willing to give. The question is, are you willing to ask? So in my people, like my situation, we are very blessed that we don't have to ask money for our personal use. I don't have to ask to feed my family, but there are millions of families out there that needs our help. If we can help one person, one family, and that's enough. So Saayam will allow you to do that.
Yeah, thank you. Your interaction with the platform, you were able to grasp what was set out to do. You're absolutely right. There are hundreds and thousands of charities across the globe in different countries. And, they are the lifeline for a lot of people that need help. They're lifeline for a lot of communities. They're lifeline for, for various different causes that otherwise at large people has shunned different communities for different reasons without kind of getting into them. So this platform will enable all those charities to be able to their cause visible to different donors and match with their interests, and not just that, and become the conduit to now support people that are requesting help in the similar causes, right? Like whether it is education, hunger, again, rehabilitation, child support, whatnot. There are a lot of fundraising apps, but Saayam is not a fundraising app. It's a community app that brings people together. If you're a professional, you have LinkedIn to go talk about what you are when it comes to work, how you attract other people in your same trade, how you attract other companies. You have a way to market yourself on LinkedIn. If you have Facebook to go connect with your families and friends, and community members at large. You have Instagram for creators to go, publish or socialize their skills. But end of the day, who is helping the people in need? That's where Saayam comes in. It's my primary goal with that platform is to make help as simple as searching for something in Google. For such a platform to take off, it's really important for people like Bal from all walks of life join and become the ambassadors for the platform. There are a lot of people that does a lot of amazing things. In this context, Bal is running, that's his passion, and he's converting his passion to support people. And there are, again, community members like me that gets attracted to what he's doing. And when he raises help requests within Saayam, it's very genuine. He is giving his 3 months of time or 4 months of time to prepare for a marathon like this. He's giving a significant part of the year that he could probably spend time with his family, spend time probably making money. He's giving away to support people. So everyone that knows Bal really should lend a hand to the causes that he mentioned, because he has already wet that cause out. I wanted to ask and end this, what are the best moments you have, Bal, while preparing for this race? What is motivating you every day to work hard?
Before I get to that question, I wanted to kind of share one more thing. What you said about Saayam, that in my experience, the Saayam itself, it's a nonprofit. It's not a business per se. That's number one. Number two, it gives you an opportunity to ask for ACH, bank deposit, check payments. Of course, the credit and debit card is always there, so it gives you that access. It's not just hey, here's a link, sign me up. It also allows you to add a video I mean, it gives you a lot of different options. So as you mentioned, it's more of a community platform rather than a fundraising platform. So I just want to share my feeling about it before we get to the next question. Now, as far as how am I training, the problem with living in Dallas is we don't have a lot of hills around this area,
Yeah.
and we don't have anything that is a higher altitude. So that's a disadvantage. So I have found a little hill in Fort Worth that is just a couple of 100 meters. So every Saturday I just run 10, 15 miles just up and down, up and down, up and down for hundreds of times. And just to get more of get the elevation training, right? Not the altitude, because we don't have that choice, just the
Wow.
elevation. Now, as far as nutrition goes, I am a little more conservative around these type of things. So again, I don't encourage people to follow my routine. I don't believe in fast energy stuff. A lot of people take gel and sugar and all of that stuff. I don't believe in that. I believe in the raw, real food. So like fruits and bananas and stuff. So if I'm doing, for instance, this morning I had a 10-mile run. I did not eat anything prior or after,
Wow.
other than my breakfast. I didn't, or during, I didn't do anything. I had a bottle of water. That's it. But if I'm doing more than 15 miles, then I would have a half a banana before the run, one banana during the run, and then maybe some electrolyte that I would carry with me. So because you want to make sure. Now, if I'm doing a more than 20 mile, then of course I would have more food. Once again, I don't encourage people to follow my diet, because it's very personal, and you have to look at what works for you. I don't like to eat too much while I'm running. It just makes me feel uncomfortable, so I decided not to. Some of my elite friends that are more of elite runner, that are much more, they run much longer than I do. They said that my process is not quite good, but I'm willing to take a chance on that. So, but other than that, so what's the most significant moment, and what makes me keep going? I know at the end of the day, once I'm ready to fund these charities, it's
Right.
going to impact someone's life. I came in this country with nothing, and be able to impact someone's life significantly. That's the most blessing. I think that is the most wonderful thing that anybody could do. And with your help, you become part of it. Now, you don't have to know me to support me, my mission. You do not have to know these people that you are going to help. You don't, that's not how it's not required. But when you know for sure that your every dollar that you're going to donate to this cause goes to the right place, and then that will, as I mentioned in my opening, no one is sad by giving. It makes you happy. It spreads the joy in your life. So becoming the part of the mission, becoming the part of this movement, becoming the part of this philanthropic work is a wonderful way of helping the humanity. So please join me, join Siam, and help the people who need our help.
I really think what you are doing is the best way, even though it's the tough one for your body to get adjusted, but that's the most sustainable way for you to run, because you're not telling your body, I'm going to give you uh, fuel to run. You're basically saying, use the fuel that is stored in my body. I'm going to keep supporting it with a little bit more naturally, but that's all you got. The most wonderful machine this planet, a lot of people words, God has created is a human machine. It not only self-thinks, it also learns different ways to sustain. I'm surprised that with very little nutrition, you were able to run the number of miles you are running and still can stand and do what you're doing. So kudos to that.
Thank you.
Final question, right? Once this marathon is over, what is your plan? How are you going to bring in the future running and giving back together? How are you going to make Siam the platform going forward by combining your personal passion of running with the giving mentality that you have?
Have your wallet ready, because we already have a couple of projects lined up. In fact, I have already registered for 2 different races. One, I have already designated the recipient of this, which is the New York Marathon. Is considered one of the top 6 in the world.
Yeah.
So that is just the one recipient, which is the American Cancer Society. As you know, the cancer is becoming a global crisis. So if I'm willing to help, and I have a couple of friends that lost life because of the cancer, so I'm dedicating that race for that particular charity. And my goal is not hundreds of thousands. It's just for $10,000. The second race that I have already registered, in fact, I registered last night. It's a 50K ultra marathon here in Dallas. It's called BMW Dallas. That takes place in December. So the New York Marathon is November. So this 50K is in December in Dallas. I haven't decided charity anything yet. Now, the one race that I'm planning to I'm considering, or a 50 mile in Colorado, is actually considered one of the hardest ultra 50 mile run in the world. I'm debating if should I do it, should I not do it, because it's the elevation is 20 some thousand, 23 some thousand feet. Is all mountains, all hills, and the cutoff time is 24 hours. So I'm just am I ready for that yet or not? So, and I haven't decided whether I would run it or not. If I do, then I haven't decided the charity that I would be picking for it. So these are the three. I mean, two races are confirmed. Third, I have not decided yet.
Almost a year ago, I did a off-roading adventure there, and that'll be an adventure by itself.
Yes.
Almost like a Himalayan marathon. So, one thing I want to mention here, right? Your marathons and Saayam. Saayam has 7 funds that were created to support people directly. And those 7 funds require different donors to donate into it. And then the funds administrators that are completely managed and owned by Saayam decides how to either substitute the fundraisers that are happening or any urgent help requests or whatnot, because we just started and I can only fund those so much from the earnings I make. I pick ambassadors like you guys and this is the thought that it just came to me, that if I can create influencers and ambassadors to represent those funds, to kind of keep filling those coffers so they can directly support people without doing these fundraisers and depending on the community. A donor supported fund. I really want you to adopt a fund within those 7 funds that Saayam has, and perhaps invite some of your friends to become the ambassador for those funds so they work with their communities. Remember, this is a community-driven platform. Once you adopt that fund and you kind of support that fund, raise funds to it, and that fund can either support individual causes or other nonprofits or fundraisers, whatever it is. That's another unique feature Saayam has. So I ask you to learn more about the fund concept and be able to support those funds so help can reach to people much faster than it would otherwise. So with that, before I conclude, any last minute thoughts, Bal?
Well, I appreciate you for having me. I appreciate you for allowing me to be part of the great concept that you have created, and I absolutely accept your offer to be part of the fund, to adopt a fund. Absolutely, where our interests are aligned, where our passions are aligned, I'm always there. And knowing you for the last 4+ years is a privilege. So I'm very thankful for our friendship and our relationship, and to your viewers. Whether you can support or you initiate your own or you have a need of your own, Saayam is the platform for you. If you just want to write a check or donate some, pick a cause, whether mine or there are other causes within the Saayam platform. If you wanted to be like me, who wanted to create your own cause, look around your community, pick a cause, start a fundraising. Again, dollar amount does not matter, whether it's a $1 or millions of dollars. The point is you are trying to help someone. That is the most fundamental aspect of this. When somebody is looking for help, it's not about the dollar amount. I will give you a very, 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 very short story. I was 6 years old, and there was a man. It was a summertime in my village. There was a man that I did not know was sitting under the tree, and I didn't realize he was dehydrated. I knew that he needed some water. I didn't have a concept of dehydration at that time. So I walked because there was no car, there was no bike. I walked, I would say 2 to 3 kilometers to come home because I saw him as I was coming from school. I had to walk 2 hours every day to go to school and come home. And I saw this man laying under the tree in very hot summer in Nepal. I came home, dropped my bag, and then I asked my mom to give me a little pot where I could carry some water. I walked back 2 to 3 kilometers again to give him this man of water, and then I brought him home to our house. After that, it turns out he was a very rich man. He offered to adopt me and all of that. Of course, my parents wouldn't allow that. So he's still today, for one glass of water, he's still very, very thankful. Again, you don't know what is somebody's needing. It could be a simple jacket in a very freezing cold, or it's a glass of water in a hot summer, or it's just a one meal for the night. We don't know. So irrespective of the dollar amount, please find a cause, find a reason to support, find a reason to be part of the mission that Dinakara and his team has created.
Thank you. That's an inspiring way to end this call. We will dig into it a little bit more in the next episode of this. But until then, Bal, very good luck with your Himalayan marathon and your preparation. To all the viewers, I thank you for listening to us. Thank you so much, Bal, for participating with me
Thank
and
you.
making this partnership wonderful. Thank you so much.